Hi, my name is Molly and I have hooded brown eyes. As your friendly neighborhood elder, I wanted to share with you what all the cool kids are doing right now. Normally, I love to do really extravagant, I mean, they're not that extravagant, but I like to use a lot of color on my eyelids. I like to just schlop color everywhere. But it seems like the younger generation isn't really doing that. So if you want to do what they're doing, I have been stalking TikTok and Instagram, and these are some things that I've noticed that they're doing. Today I'm going to be featuring a brand new makeup palette. It's called Pickney Days from Yardie Cosmetics. They're Black owned, Jamaican owned, and the colors are stunning. Notice how there's only 4 mattes and the rest are shimmers? See that? And they're all kind of neutrals, but that's what the cool kids are doing nowadays, whatever that means. So right off the bat, I'm not gonna start with the eyes just yet. I'm gonna go in and do, so I sort of did my contour, which not everybody's doing right now, but that's fine. I'm gonna go right in to this color called Handbell right here with my blush brush. Notice it's kind of shimmery, and I'm gonna sort of use that as my blush today. How are you all doing? I'm still a nurse. It's 2020. My life is a dumpster fire. Because the pandemic's still going on. All right, so we got some shimmer there. I'm gonna do the other side. Yes, I'm sorry, my window is open because even though it's cold outside, it is so hot in my house, and I swear I'm getting hot flashes because I'm getting old and that sucks. Or maybe I'm just, I don't know what's happening with me, but I'm so warm in here. I'm gonna also take Handbell on my blush brush, this rose shimmery color, and I'm gonna put that on my nose because that's what the cool kids are doing. And they're dragging it like a cross. This is how old I am, and I'm like, these are what the kids are doing. In my opinion, it's almost like you want to look like a chili. Oh, stop with the. My lighting's gonna be crazy. It's almost like you want to look like a frostbitten elf from the North Pole. But you know what? When I was in high school growing up, some of the trends we did, I was like, I thought, this is where it's at. It's never gonna change. And now people are like, what were you doing? Honestly, I don't know. So you almost want to look like an elf that's been frostbitten. I know it looks kind of crazy. Just bear with me. So it's almost like you look a little bit sunburned. We'll go back to blend in a little bit. But I have found that these colors are shimmery and they stay and they're beautiful, and so this works. And I did this the other day, but then I wore a mask because I was like, ooh, I wonder if anybody will notice. Nobody could notice because you have to wear a mask everywhere still, which is what we're supposed to do. Everybody calm down. So this is just for now. This is just for now. So now I'm going to go into this shade called Marbles. This is like the one time we're going to use a matte today. And I'm just going to barely put just the tiniest bit of color down here. If you're interested in Yardie Cosmetics, I will leave everything in the description box down below. They have an Instagram and their looks are stunning, stunning. I have another idea for a Christmas look that I want to do with the other palette that I bought from them. I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. Not the look, but the palette. So I'm just kind of pushing my brow bone back because I have hooded eyes. And this is like this is like the color. I'm sorry, my nose is so stuffy. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with Sword in Hand. Oops, you probably wanna see that. I'm gonna go in with Sword in Hand. It's kind of like a light gold color with this teeny tiny E.L.F brush. And I'm just gonna kind of highlight up here. It's, to me, it appears that, I'm stuttering. To me, it sort of seems like they want to look slick and wet all the time. Insert the WAP song. So I live in the Midwest, our numbers are going up. There's no hope for humanity. Just kidding. There's a vaccine that's coming out. I hope people take it. I'm going to. But let's not get political or whatever. Let's talk about how fun this makeup palette is. This palette might be one of the most beautiful neutrals in the world that I've ever purchased. See how it's just like, whew. Now we're gonna go in with this shade right here called Twee 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 or Twi Twi Twi. I have not figured out what it's called, but I tried to Google it and it doesn't say, so I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anyone if I'm not pronouncing it right. So I'm just putting this on the inner corner. I know usually it's like inner corner, you need to light it up, and I will, but I want to create a little halo look here. It's just a beautiful rose tone. And it's what the kids are doing. P.S. My son is like, I have TikTok, so my 14-year-old is like, don't you ever put me in a TikTok. Which is fine. I would never do that to embarrass him, but it's just funny. So I'm just creating like a little basket. Little spot for my color to go. You know what, when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, like every Halloween it was cold, and even like in November we had snowstorms, and now there's not even a speck of snow and it's like December. It's just weird. I'm gonna go in with Ring Games down here. All these shimmers are so freaking pretty. Okay, and I'm gonna do this. That is gonna go just in the very center, just a little dab will do ya, okay? It looks crazy now, but everybody just calm down. We'll tie it all together, I hope. I'm gonna take just a little bit of Dandy Shandy. It's this matte, like white color here. That's gonna go just right in my, oh, it's gonna go in my eyeball if you're me. I'm right over here. That song stuck in my head. Then I'm gonna go in with Sword in Hand again, right here. There we go. Why can't you see me? Now I'm gonna go in with this shade, Simon Says. And I'm gonna go under the eye. It's like, basically you're using all metallics. And then I'm gonna kind of join it up here. Is anybody else watching The Crown, by the way? The drama is getting crazy. And did you hear that like the British government tried to step in and be like, you need to make sure that the people know this is a fictional documentary, and they're like, no, we're not gonna say that. Like, obviously if it's on Netflix and it's just like a random show, people know. Or do they? So I'm gonna slop as much glitter as I can on. Now, we're going to go into our highlighter. I know I look crazy, just bear with me, just bear with me. We're going to go into our highlighter. I got this from, I've had this forever, it's from E.L.F. Cosmetics. Basically, get off. Basically, I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna go in and like slop as much as I can on. Even with my window open, it's like 37 degrees outside. Even with my window open, it's hot in here. I'm gonna start highlighting the crap out of my face. So we're gonna go all the way up here. I mean, everywhere. I'm gonna do that same thing to the other side. What do you guys know? What's the tea? I don't even have anything. I work in a hospital, so that's all the tea I have. Then you're gonna highlight the crap out of your nose, because that's what the kids are doing. It's almost like the shinier the better. Like, you basically want to look like somebody tried to murder you with petroleum jelly. And then you take this highlighter still, and then you go up here. Like, you know, our whole lives we've been trying to not shine and like use all this matte powder to like bake and all this crap, and now they're like, Gen Z is like, nope, not having it. And you know what? And I'm here for it. And then what's something that I do, and I don't know if it's cool or not, but I take my pinky finger, I dip it in my highlighter, and then I go right here. And then I take a little bit more. You highlight the crap out of that. So basically you want to look like a fairy goddess, sort of. I know I look crazy, just bear with me. Then I'm gonna get even crazier I'm gonna get a little bit of blush. I use Maybelline Fit Me because it's cheap and I have no money, even though I'm a nurse, but whatever, that's a whole nother issue. And just drag that out just a little bit more. So now we look like we're crying and we're from the North Pole. But that's what the kids are doing, and I'm honestly kind of here for it. Let's do our eyeliner, shall we? And the kids are getting a little crazy with this too. Oof. I know, like my hair is already getting freaking gross and I look like a sewer rat, but that's okay. If you're still watching at this point, good for you. I'm gonna just barely start like 2/3 of the way. And there's gonna be a wet, tiny little line. What am I even saying? My brain has left the chat. Whenever I say like pop culture or Gen Z phrases now, my son is like, please stop, you're not cool. And I'm like, oh, I know I'm not cool. Which makes it even more satisfying to say. But if it's snowing where you are, I hope it's pretty. I so wanted to go visit my little nephew in California. I miss him so much. I've only seen him once since he was born, and we were supposed to go this year, but we can't right now because of the pandemic, and it makes me so sad. He just turned 1. I FaceTime with him almost every day though. So it's just barely, but then I'm gonna like even the tiniest. Oh my gosh, did you just hear that crow? It's like coming for all our souls. I'm gonna take this brown eye pencil and just barely, sloppily go like, ugh, my eye's gonna water. And this look might not look cute on more mature or textured skin like mine, but I don't care. Like, if I'm on this channel doing makeup looks now and you've seen some of my makeup looks that aren't the best, do you think I'll give a fig if I don't look perfect? I'm just gonna even this out a little bit. Bring the darkness. Then I want to take, no I don't. Yes I do. Then I'm going to go back in and go to Stucky. And I'm going to just swoop this onto this. I'm right below the upper brow bone and where I put that color before. We're just going to make it, get out of there. Oh my god, that was my eyeliner, wasn't it? That's okay. Dripping wet. I've lost my mind. Okay, I'm gonna put on some mascara. I'll be right back. And there you have it. Do I look like Kate Moss? Do I look like I just got in out of the rain after breaking up with my boyfriend in London? Do I look like I'm in a midlife crisis? Probably. The messy hair could be part of the look, but honestly my hair is just dry and damaged and it's not feeling it today. But thank you so much for watching this video. You should definitely check out Yardie Cosmetics Pickney Days. This video is not sponsored. I mean, they'd be probably ashamed if they saw it, but that's okay. Beautiful colors. I definitely have been using these because I have to wear a mask, and it's a nice neutral palette to use on the upper eyelid. Now, the next eye look that I do is going to be featuring this Bright Facety or Facety, I'm not sure, palette from Yardie Cosmetics, but check this out. If you thought you needed Jawbreaker, I'll be doing a Christmas look. So if you want to look like all the cool kids, just slop a bunch of highlighter everywhere and use metallic eyeshadow. That's pretty much it. If you made it to this part, that's the point of the video. Okay, love you all. See you in the next one. Bye.